All right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. I've been grinding out all of this low end. It's been a lot of ESE sales. I listed over 500 cards for sale on my eBay. Link is down below this weekend. And I've had a lot of people, I tweet about it a lot, and they say eBay bulk upload takes just as much time as it would a normal listing. And that is not true. So we're going to talk about how to use it correctly. We'll have a little demo. It'll be great. Let's talk about it. All right, so I had about 500-ish in sales this weekend. I took a lot of offers. One thing I've been doing in my head when I get the offer and I go to my desktop, I say, if it's above this price, I will accept it. So that's what I did for a lot of these. I had this Jack Sawyer national championship today. We'll see if he is a champion. 0-4 versus Michigan. Got an offer for $2. I bought this in a bulk lot of 55 Sapphire, so for $25. So just piecing my way out of that. Carnell Tate again, 0-1 versus Michigan. 0-2 versus Michigan. 0-2 versus Michigan. That was $2 there. Sold this pair of Kahuna Fafitas. I have like 5 or 6 of these, and I do think I paid a little strong on a couple of them. Like I was at that $15 to $17 mark when it first came out. And so I'd rather, in my head, mathematically, get rid of those and then keep the ones that I'm into like for $8. So I'll take $1 or $2 loss on these, maybe a little bit more, but at least I'm out of the higher cost one, so I can kind of average it out so that I can eventually get one for like $6 and so on and so forth. So took an offer for both of these at 15. I do need to look at these for grading just to see, because I have multiple copies, so we'll see. These I took offers again in my mental math. I was like, if this is above, $6 and $4, I'll take it. So again, also why I don't like color a ton, because this Caleb Johnson I sold for like $350. Like, it's blue. It's a pretty low numbered card, but it only sells for $350. So whatever. And then Rocco Beck, the teal, I just picked this up in a lot to $225 out of best. I think this one sold for $7. So like $10 total, cool. Dylan Gabriel on the blue, I think this was $5.50 plus shipping. Nice one there for the lefty. I hope he does well in the pre-draft process. KJ Jefferson, $3. Just not a lot of people are buying KJ, so I took an offer on that one. I had it listed for $5, and really, not much there. Silas Bolton, I think that was $1.99 on the refractor. The refractors have obviously been, or honestly been, the hardest to move, to be honest. So we'll see. Donovan Ezraku, sad to see this one go. My king, I went heavy on Donovan Ezraku this offseason. His gold autos were falling under $7, and I was like, what? Donovan Ezraku had a down junior year and then turn it up, like 19.5 sacks. This last 16 and a half, second in the nation. Definitely improved his draft stock. So I went back and checked. I would have accepted the offer because it was very strong. It was like 35 and some change. Went back, I paid 24 for this in the offseason. So very sick card. Not as much of a color match as you'd like, just darker maroon, but still color match. Love it. James Pierce, interested as well to see where his draft stock is. I sold this for $550. Again, a pretty low numbered first round top 10 pick, I imagine. He's kind of cooled down though. Aiden Childs, $1.99 on the refractor. I've got 2 of those. Sell those. I don't remember this, but probably $3 or $4 on the Brett Gabbert. Hopefully it's going to a nice home there. Someone who enjoys Brett Gabbert. TJ Finley on the Aqua. I think this was $3 now at Tulane. Just cheap color. What's kind of crazy, so I sold this TJ Finley for $3, and then I also sold this Caleb Johnson. Tulane, Western Kentucky, North Texas, LSU, Auburn, all over the place. Iowa, for $3, I don't know, weird. Seth Hennigan, this was a lot of 3. This was like $3.75. I think that was like $5, and this was like $3. So nothing crazy. I like that true blue. It's pretty sick right there. Colin Lacey, I think that was $1.99. Just listed a bunch of the Sapphire. Sapphire, I think this year, for whatever reason, maybe it's the weaker checklist. It's just been like under like $2.99 for most cards, where, even like a Rocco Beck you get for like $3.99. I prioritize the color match on Sapphire though. Any blue team or blue school, blue jersey, I'm all for. $5 on the Brennan Sorsby. I like Sorsby a lot, and I'm buying him up, but at the same time, $2 more and I could maybe steal a base auto at auction. So that was my thought. All right, this was a bulk upload oopsie that I did. So I listed, like I said, 500 cards, I think, this weekend. in honestly probably 2 or 3 hours. That was nice, but this card, I thought I also had a base auto in all of my lots, but I had this gold auto. So I listed this for $5. I bought it for 10 like a week ago. He just hit the portal, that's why. He had an extra year of eligibility after going to Blinn College. Started at Southern Miss, then went to Blinn, then Louisiana, Lafayette, Lafayette. Monroe. He went to Monroe, North Texas, now Cal, now going to his sixth school. Six? Southern Miss, Blinn, yeah, Louisiana, North Texas, Cal, next school. So that's interesting. That's crazy. But bought this for 10, was like, maybe I can sell it for 15 or 20. Don't expect him to go to a big school. But the listing, when you go to bulk upload, is so small. Like your photo, I should have just clicked in it. It's very easy to click in it, but it just looked like a base auto. It was back to back with a base auto, and I was like, all right, cool. So that sucks. Sold it for 5. I'm losing $6, $7. You know, that's almost a meal at Chipotle. So got to grind that back. But bulk upload, it's very easy. What you do, so gave you card stacks, gonna have all these screenshots here. You go to you take all your photos, you go to listings on your top, or go to your right panel, drop down to go to your listings, and in your main screen, your seller screen, go to listings, and then on the far right, there's gonna be a blue button. I don't know what that blue button says, but you're gonna click it. It's like compose new listing, and you're going to the third option. I'm pretty sure this is an option for everybody now. And it used to be like only a few people had it at one point. Click the bottom that's like multiple with multiple photos, not like multiple listings. So click that third button, and then it's going to ask you how many photos you have per listing, because then it's going to like auto generate all of your, I guess, templates per se. So I usually do 2 front and back photo. So 2 photos, pull all your photos and drag them in. Now it's going to create all your listings. It takes, maybe 30 seconds to really generate all of them. Or process like, hey, you're going to have 24 listings here. So then you scroll all the way to the bottom, generate drafts. Now it takes you to this screen where it's going to have a bunch of like grids that's going to have all your information and everything that, you need to populate. AI has gotten a lot better where it's starting to populate even Bowman University. When I first started using it, I was manually jamming all this in. I mean, it's very easy. You can, if you go to title, you can like copy to all. So I just start every single listing with 2024 Bowman University Chrome, whatever. But anyways, let's say you've just got a mix of cards and it's all sorts of sets and brands or whatever. You can bulk upload every single detail. You can bulk upload their price, your shipping policy, so how much you're charging for shipping, paid promotions. So all you do at the very top, there's a checkbox where if you check that box, it is going to check all of your items. So check that box, and then you'd start with like paid promotion. That's all the way to the bottom. So then you bulk edit that, and then it changes all of your listings to 2% promotion. And then you can go to condition. So check all of them, select condition. I put all of my cards under excellent now just because I don't want condition people coming after me. Hey, the listing was excellent and you saw front and back photos. I feel like if it's below excellent, then yeah, we got an issue. So that will do your condition for all of them. So you're not manually going into every single listing anymore and changing this one aspect. You want best offers on? Boom. Hit the check all, go to the little drop down button and hit offers on, and then it'll say offers on. So you can bulk edit every detail just one time. It's insane. So I've had a lot, like I tweet about it once a week and I'm like, dude, where would I be without this? I have over 17 or 1800 listings now. Before this tool came out, it was maybe 300, 350 tops. So it just makes a lot of sense. I used to send cards to ComC and just be like, hey, deal with it. The shipping part, that is a big time suck for me right now. And I've taken some things to, try to make that an easier process. But the shipping definitely, but I do like the actual cash as opposed to like ComC store credit. The cash is definitely king. So that's how you use eBay bulk upload. All right, next one up, Jalen Noel. Picked this up in Ryan's Discord for 5. This was one of the first cards that sold in my bulk upload in like 20 minutes. I thought I severely undersold it, but it was about comps, right at comps. There were some listed at 20. Sold this for $12.99. Sick color match for Iowa State. This was a crazy one. Student orientation, Arch Manning. I don't know if maybe I just, if the lack of detail in my listing helped sell it, but I didn't have student orientation in my listing. Again, maybe the downside of bulk upload is that you do miss some details. Like I didn't write that. I thought that was a base auto on the gold. So this red ice, but it sold overnight. You can buy copies for 15, 20 bucks. This one sold for 30. It was on a promoted listing, so maybe it just caught the eye, but and of course good photos, good feedback are also going to help, but that was a nice one there. Ruben Owens, I went pretty deep. I went moderately heavy on him, I would say. It just made sense. He was the number one running back in the class. Texas A&M didn't bring in a high school kid. Their portal, they brought in Emmett Smith's son, whatever. I don't know his name. What is his name? Whatever. They brought him in from Stanford. Not really a threat. He was supposed to be the guy, I feel. He tore his ACL, then Le'Veon Moss and Amari Daniels kind of come up. So I'm just not going to hold a torn ACL running back anymore. 14 bucks. I'm probably breaking even on it and getting out of it. This was probably $2-3. Brady Cook, disappointing season. I think I took an offer on this. I just recently sold the refractor of this for like 32-ish. I think this was 30. Well, you know what? I'd rather put those funds into something else. I didn't even have this one in my binder, so I guess it wasn't even my binder copy. I'm not putting it in my binder. It's just so easy to buy. People will be like, oh, this refractor is like $2 or whatever, X-fractor, and like it'll be sitting there, and then you buy it, and then you can relist it for 40. Like this has made me several $100s. This 2009 Topps Chrome Ed Reed card. Chris Mitchell, this is going international. I think $15. Nice color match for Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is gonna win. I'm recording it before. I think they're gonna win. There's this guy. I think I talked about it. He accurately predicted every single game. Dylan showed me this before the playoffs even started. That's crazy. He picked Notre Dame. So that's probably the dumb stat in my brain. Jeremy Bernard, this is like 250 again. Pretty low-ish. Like there's only 175 copies of this. I don't know. Riley Leonard, $9 I think on that one. This card, Peanuts All-Star Snoopy. I don't want to say Maruchan ruined this card for me, but he pointed it out and it made me okay with selling this. I thought this was from 1958. It says 1958 Ziploc, but I was always weary of the condition just because this is a pretty good looking card for 1958. But a lot of the other copies that I was looking at, like they're all beat up, they're chipped, they're damaged, they're dinged, they're missing paint. So I was like, maybe this is. And then he was like, this is like a 1986 set. And I was like, oh, bummer. So that one sold for 40. I was fine with that. I had a ton of watchers on it. I think you could probably pick up a set for like $20. But like the singles are probably like $20-30. So, but this is like the best condition. Like I looked over all of them before I bought it, cause I'm like, dude, like 1958, but it's actually not. So that sucks. DJ Giddens, that was like $6. Cool. Eugene Wilson, that was 36. I sent out an offer. He's super hot. A lot of people are wanting his cards. I get it, but also I want liquid, so I'll sell it. Jaden Knott, that was like $3 or $4. And these are offline. This I sold in my Discord to Carl. This was $18. I'll throw this in a rigid mailer, 2 stamps. Should be all right. Keon Keeley. I think I paid $15 for this. I was in Denver. I was in an Uber in Denver, and Dylan, a huge Alabama guy on Twitter, he had sent me a tweet, and it was like, Keon Keeley's looking good, like 6'4", 230, working with the linebackers, and I bought this for like $12. So there's a 50% loss. Jeremiah Hunter, I picked this up in I just won a bunch of 101 Leaf Vivids. I bought like a Travis Hunter, this one, a Troy Franklin. I sold the Travis Hunter for like $90, and then I paid like $50 for all of them together. So that's done. And then Jason Marshall, beautiful color match, orange, Gators, just, again, defensive guy, a little bit harder for me to move. I probably paid $15, so if I can give a deal to someone else and get them at a lower buy-in price where they can make more money, hey, cool, take advantage of me. And then this one I sold on Twitter in my college football buy-sell trade thread, $6. That sucks. I probably paid close to 20. Been selling all my Camerizing. So that's everything. Hopefully you learned how to use eBay bulk upload. If you learned something new, if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. Love you. Bye.